Many people believe addiction is simply about weak willpower, but science tells a very different story. Addiction actually changes how the brain works, affecting how we experience pleasure, make decisions, and control impulses. In this video, we'll explore what addiction does to the brain and why recovery can be challenging, but absolutely possible. The human brain has something called a reward system. This system encourages behaviors that help us survive, such as eating, exercising, or building relationships. When we do these activities, the brain releases a chemical messenger called dopamine. Dopamine creates feelings of pleasure and motivation. It teaches the brain to repeat behaviors that feel rewarding. However, substances such as drugs and alcohol can produce dopamine levels far higher than natural rewards. This intense stimulation can cause the brain to prioritize the substance over normal healthy activities. With repeated substance use, the brain begins to adapt. Over time, it may produce less natural dopamine, which means everyday activities stop feeling enjoyable. Things that once brought happiness, such as hobbies, socializing, or accomplishments, may start to feel dull. At the same time, the brain becomes more focused on the substance that produces the strongest dopamine response. This shift can make it increasingly difficult to stop using, even when the person understands the risks. Addiction also affects the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making and self-control. This region helps us weigh consequences, plan for the future, and resist impulses. Repeated substance use can weaken this area of the brain. As a result, individuals may struggle to control urges or make decisions that protect their long-term well-being. This is why addiction is not simply about choice, it involves real changes in brain function. Another powerful part of addiction is cravings. Certain situations, emotions, or environments can act as triggers. For example, stress, certain social settings, or memories associated with substance use may activate strong urges. These cravings occur because the brain has learned to associate those triggers with the substance. Managing triggers is an important part of recovery. Although addiction can significantly affect the brain, recovery is possible. The brain has an incredible ability to heal through a process called neuroplasticity, which allows it to rebuild and strengthen healthy connections. With support, treatment, and healthy habits, many people successfully recover and rebuild their lives. Understanding addiction as a brain condition helps us approach it with compassion rather than judgment.